Assalamu alaikum students. How are you everyone? I hope all of you are fine and praying to God to keep us safe from this pandemic. And one thing I have noticed that many of you are not taking your classes regularly, beta. These topics are very important and these topics are not going to be repeated in the school. Whenever we'll get back to school, these topics will not be repeated. So you have to cover these topics with all your online classes, and it will be good for you to do your work properly with time without wasting your time. Do your work side by side so that it should not pile up for you. And well, that's what you know very well, how to do your work. You have to do your work along with proper date, today's date, day, margin line, and you have to do your work neat and clean. I hope now you'll be regular in taking your online classes. So beta, today is our fifth lecture. This lecture is from English language. Our literature book is ended and now we are going to have tests from the literature book in next 2 or 3 classes. I'll schedule your tests inshallah. So for language, we were left with one tense, that the tenses were perfect continuous tense. So today's lecture is on the same topic, that is present perfect continuous tense. First of all, let's discuss the structure of present perfect continuous tense. The structure of present perfect continuous tense is subject plus has, have, plus been plus verb plus ing plus since or for. Since or for. There is slash between these two words. And one thing, that the verb, which form of verb we need to use? First form of verb over here. Let me read the example and then I'll explain you where to use since and where to use for. I have been sitting here for 2 hours. Have you seen that I is a subject in the sentence, has helping verb, sit first form of verb plus ing for 2 hours, and we have used for in this sentence. Now the question is where to use for and where to use since. Since is used for the period of time, sorry, point of time. Since is used for the point of time, that where we are mentioning specific particular time, we are going to use since over there. And for is used for the period of time, for the duration of time, the duration that pass with the passing of time, that increase with the passing of time. For example, in the given sentence we have used for because I have been sitting here for 2 hours. After 1 hour, what I'll say? I have been sitting here for 3 hours. So the duration is increasing with the passing of time. But contrary to it, in since, while using since, for example, if I say I have been living in this house since 1980, this is point of time. If I am still living in this house and I'll be living in this house for the next 5 years, still I'll say I have been living in this house since 1980. So the point is the same. The point of time is the same. It is not changing with the passing of time. It is not changing with the duration of time. So since is used for point of time and for is used for the period of time. We do use since for specific years, 1980, 1990, 2000, 2010. We do use since with name of days, with particular date, with name of months, with morning, evening, afternoon. Got it, Pita? I think the difference is clear, but still, if there is any confusion, you people can ask me through the comments. I'll clear your confusion in the next lecture if there is any. Anyways, next we have the exercise. As you know, we always do the exercise after the structure. The exercise for translation. You need to translate these sentences into English in your notebooks. Again, I am repeating the instructions. You need to do your work with today's date, day and proper margin line. The work should be neat, clean and proper. Done. Let me read the sentences for you. Although these are readable, easily readable, but still I'm going to read the sentences for you. रेहान 2 घंटे से खेल रहा है. मैं सुबह से एक वीडियो रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ. वो 2 घंटे से बातें कर रहे हैं. वो 2010 से इस दफ्तर में काम कर रही है. बच्चे 2 घंटे से शोर कर रहे हैं. किसान सुबह से हल चला रहा है. नादिया 10 मिनट से फोन पर बात नहीं कर रही है. The last one is a negative sentence. You need not in the sentence. Then वो सुबह से कुरान की तिलावत कर रहा है. वो बुध से बुखार में मुब्तला है. वो 2 घंटे से फिल्म देख रहे हैं. तुम 3 घंटों से इस मार्केट में खरीदारी कर रहे हो. क्या वो 1 घंटे से फुटबॉल खेल रहे हैं? It's an interrogative sentence and you know how to translate an interrogative sentence. वो 10 साल से इस घर में रह रही है. चपरासी 5 मिनट से घंटी बजा रहा है. तुम पिछले 10 मिनट से क्या कर रहे हो? वो जनवरी 2015 से मेरे दफ्तर नहीं आ रहे हैं. क्या तुम मंगल से क्लास नहीं ले रहे हो? This sentence is negative interrogative. You need to maintain the negation and interrogation as well. वो 5 घंटों से सो रहा है. वो 5 दिन से इम्तिहान की तैयारी नहीं कर रही है. So this is the exercise. You need to translate all these sentences into English in your notebooks. I think there is no difficult word in the exercise, but still if you find anything difficult, any word that is difficult or any words translation you are unable to learn or you don't know the translation of any word, you can ask me through comments. I will reply to your comments. This is your homework for today. But in the next lecture, you need to be ready with your grammar books so that we can solve some exercises from those grammar books. I hope the lecture is clear. There is no confusion in the lecture. Best of luck for your work and take care of yourselves. Stay home, stay safe, beta. Allah Hafiz.